Welcome back to Area DMG. I'm your host, Phil Wesley, the Mile High Mouth. And for today's episode of Suki Nihon, we are looking at episode 17 of Season 1 of Gravity Falls, Boyz Crazy. Mabel and her friends are prepared for a concert, which is pretty much... This episode has, I think, Lance Bass in it. Bass? I don't know. I don't remember. Anyways, they're obsessed with essentially a boy band that's got like some music or whatnot about being cray cray baby and anywho. The A-plot is that Mabel, Grenda, and Candy sneak backstage at this concert to try and meet this boy band, and they discover that they're clones. So they free them, and Mabel hides them in her room, and then has to realize that maybe it's best for her to let them be free. That's the A story. The B story is that Grunkle Stan... Actually, what's funny about this is that the A story with Mabel, the one that like has the name of the episode and all that, isn't the important storyline in this episode. The important storyline has to do with Robbie, Wendy, Dipper, and Grunkle Stan. Particularly because you get to hear a little bit about Grunkle Stan when he was younger, and you get to see that, this flashback of Grunkle Stan when he's younger doesn't look like that flashback from Time Traveler's Pig. The glasses from before. The other things. What could be happening? It was one of those big clue episodes. But pretty much what happens is Dipper suspects that Robbie is using subliminal messages to control Wendy, to keep her from breaking up with him. And, well, Grunkle Stan's like, well, I support this theory, so we'll find out. And between the two of them, they find out that yes, he is in fact using this, and he confronts Wendy and Robbie with this information. Wendy breaks up with Robbie over this, and then when Dipper is all like, oh hey, Wendy gets mad at Dipper as well, because here's the thing, while it's good for him to find that information out, his motives aren't exactly pure in this. It's one of those things where Dipper kind of learns that, yeah, there's no difference between the nice guy and the jerk when it comes to these things. Because a lot of Dipper's crush is kind of one-sided. And he puts this ahead, like, oh, I'm going to earn points this way. Which is something that kids do. And too many adults do this too. Where they're like, let's not consider the feelings of the person that where you've got a crush on or whatnot, and just like, it's that bit of selfishness, that bit of narcissism that makes you a bad person. And Dipper kind of learns firsthand that maybe his intent is good but not entirely pure, and that's an issue. At the end of this, Wendy's like, well, she's still kind of friends with Dipper and Robbie, but she's not with any of them. Of course not. And we won't really see any real resolution to this until the next season. But yeah, it's a pretty good episode. I would say that the B plot in this is the important one. The plot A one, though, has some great little lines from Grenda and Candy and Mabel, and like the boy band people. They're like, they're kind of like gerbils in a way, almost, because they don't know what's food, what's not. They don't know how to defend or protect themselves or whatnot. Mabel's got this whole thing with like the braid train, and they sing her a song about being free, which convinces her to let them go. And there's some great lines in there. Like, okay, Candy has this great line when they find out that the tickets are sold out for the concert, so they have to sneak backstage. When they find out that the tickets are sold out, Candy's voice actor, Nikki Yang, goes like, I welcome you, death, but I can't say it as adorable because, I mean, yeah, she's pretty much just using the same voice that she uses for BMO. And anything said in that voice is automatically hilarious. So that helps. It's a pretty good episode, kind of filler on one point, but really important for Dipper's emotional development and the bonds between all these characters in the B story. I thought it was a good episode. If you like this episode, hit those comments below. If you like this video, hit the thumbs up button. Hit that subscribe if you haven't already. And until the next video comes out, you are now caught up.